shut this gospel shit up. Bitch.
Hey everyone, Jason Weckerle here, along with my buddy Tyler.
Hello.
We're out here fishing a small southern Wisconsin lake for northern pike and muskies. We're gonna throw some big lures, some standard size, medium size stuff. Trying to catch larger fish today. Can't guarantee muskies, but I'm pretty sure we'll get some pike. Stay tuned, let's catch some fish. We are fishing crystal clear water. I'm gonna start out with the Shadzilla. We're just working a deep drop off right now, casting into some shallow weeds. Tyler's using, what is that, a Panther Martin spinner or a Meps?
Could be. I don't know.
Well folks, this is the late summer, early fall transition period, which is a very hot time to be out on the lake casting for muskies and pike. When the summertime water temperatures begin to drop, these fish start moving shallower and relating to the last remaining weed growth in the lake before the weeds start dying down in the fall. And the cooling water gets them fired up and active, and they know that fall is coming and winter, so cold fronts start becoming more of an ally than an enemy on the water, because 3 seasons of the year, cold fronts are terrible for fishing. But during the fall period, cold fronts are actually your ally, your friend, and the cold fronts tell the fish to get feeding so that they can pack on body fat for winter, and so they can nourish their eggs that are developing in their bellies that they're gonna lay in that spring during the spawning cycle. But during this time of the year, the muskies, the pike, all predatory fish start to relate to the last remaining weed growth in the lake. So if you're finding tall, healthy weeds, you're probably gonna find a lot of fish. And the thing is, lately, here in Wisconsin, the Midwest, this year, we're dealing with a very unusually warm trend. It's like summer doesn't want to end at all. And basically, it's been tough fishing lately, but things are finally taking off and picking up with the colder nights now and more cold fronts moving in. But today, we got the boat parked over the deep weed edge, which the weeds end on the lake we're fishing at about 14-15 feet of water, and we're casting towards the shorelines, working the baits over shallow water, whether that's weed beds or rock bars, and we're just working the baits from shallow to deep back to the boat. You just want to find where your lake's weed edge is and cast towards the shorelines from sunset into night, and you should catch some fish. Let's get back to fishing. I'm casting this Shadzilla on a Shimano Trans 400 HG. It's a fast speed reel on an extra heavy action 8.5 foot musky rod. This one's a old school Gander Mountain tournament musky rod that they don't make anymore because Gander Mountain closed. Now I think it's like Gander World. I think I might have just had a follow. The heck was that? Oh, got one. Is that a muskie? That's a pike. Damn, that's a nice pike. Thought that was a muskie for a second, the way it hit. Yeah, he'll be coming home with me, along with any muskies I catch. No, just kidding. Muskie catch and cook. That would piss so many people off. Dude, when he came up, I thought that was a muskie for a second. The way he came blasting out of the weeds. I was like, made my heart skip a beat for a second. Hey, it's a start. Not a bad one. All right, well, got this 29 inch pike here. We're gonna take him home for dinner. If I get one more, I might keep one more, but later on in the video, we'll do ourselves a little catch and cook. What do you have? What is going on?
I don't know, but something big.
Yeah. Pike. Some good ones. On that chartreuse bait.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's a nice one.
Here, let me grab my pliers for you. You keeping them?
Yeah.
Watch out for those hooks, man.
Yeah, I don't want to get
I got stuck to fish twice this year to the lure. Here you go. I got stuck to a largemouth bass and stuck to a walleye down by the dam. He looks 20 sits, but I would make sure. It's a nice one. But I would measure him though.
Yeah, just to be honest.
He's a fat one.
Oh, no.
No?
He's an inch short.
1 inch short. Wow, that is a fat 25. Good thing we measured.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right, well.
There he goes. Nice work. All right, finally caught a couple fish. It's sunset and it's moonset pretty soon, between 7 and 8 o'clock. So right when about the time it gets dark, we'll be dealing with a moonset period. Tyler caught his on a 13 fishing square bill crankbait and some chartreuse color. I caught mine on a swimming dog in blotchy walleye color, it's called. This is a regular size swimming dog. Hopefully we can get a couple more legal size pike. It is moonset in 6 minutes. It's 7 o'clock now. Caught a couple pike, lost a couple pike. I'm casting a Lee Tauken Boilermaker spinner. Might as well use the GoPro until there's no more light, but it is getting too dark for the GoPro now. Not the species we were looking for, but just caught a bass on a musky lure. This is dangerous. Don't you start flipping. Man, woke me up. Frickin' largemouth on a Joe Booker shallow raider, jointed shallow raider. Thank you, Joe Booker. All right, we got a muskie. Dude, come on.
I can't get this fucker hooked.
Dude, you just pull on it. And now it's stuck in the hooks. Dude, I'm gonna lose this fish.
No, we're not.
Holy crap, dude, it's barely hooked. Hurry up. Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, he's barely hooked. Holy crap. Oh, keep him in the water. Oh, holy crap, dude. That was lucky. Oh, man. Woo.
I did it. I was shitting my pants.
Told you I was going to get one tonight. Oh, man, I had that feeling. You can always be a nice muskie on unhook yourself. There we go. Woo!
Look at that beauty.
That is a nice muskie right there. Beautiful. Let's get some pictures.
All right. I thought I was about to get bitch slapped. That is beautiful.
Man, that was awesome. Got what I came for. All right, everyone. I'm going over some baits right now that I like to use at night for musky fishing. As you can see, I just caught a muskie in this video on the Booker Tail Company Joe Booker Shallow Raider, the jointed model. This is in the top 3 of my favorite nighttime musky baits. It's got a really hard wiggling action. You can actually feel the rod vibrating when you're reeling this bait really slow and steady, which a nice, slow, easy, steady retrieve at night is all you need. That's if you're fishing topwater baits, crankbaits, spinners like bucktails, all sorts of different baits. But slow and steady at night helps the muskies track down the bait easier. Anything that sends out noise, vibration into the water gets those fish's attention. That's one of my favorite baits, the Booker Tail Jointed Shallow Raider. You can also use the Depth Raider by the same company, another jointed bait. They even make smaller ones, which are really good in the springtime, early summer, or if the fish are really inactive. You can use straight model crankbaits. That's a Depth Raider as well. Or you can use Rapala Super Shad Wraps. This one I have painted up like a crappie, custom painted. But crankbaits are a big staple at night for musky fishing. Topwater baits, like these Whopper Plopper style prop baits, they throw off a lot of noise in the water, a lot of vibration, get the fish's attention. This one's called the Pacemaker. There's also fatter ones called the Fat Bastard, the Cannonball. But I tend to gravitate towards dark colored baits at night. Sometimes I like to use white or silver if I'm dealing with like a full moon, a bright night. But keep it simple at night. Use you don't have to use double-bladed spinners, but 2 number 10s or 2 number 9 size spinner blades, number 13s or even number 8s work. See, this is a number 8. That's a number 10. Way bigger spinner blade. But these baits throw off a lot of noise, a lot of vibration. And again, just use a steady retrieve. You can use topwater baits like the Hog Wobbler. That's got a nice, more subtle and quiet wiggling action on the surface, but it puts off some good noise. These crawler baits, these put off a lot of noise at night. But keep your baits simple. I mean, even these big swim baits, like this swimming dog, this is the regular size, this is the larger magnum size, whatever, but these are really good at night. You can reel them really slow. The tail just wiggles. But keep your baits simple and try not to bring too much in the boat like my buddy Tyler and I did on this musky trip. We were getting the net caught on other lures in the boat. We were just way too much gear in the boat. You'd think we were fishing a bass fishing tournament or something, but keep your baits simple. One more thing, spinner baits work really well at night as well. If you're dealing with a lot of weeds, like floating weeds, or you're fishing really shallow, spinner baits work as well. That's a size 8 spinner blade. But all these baits I showed you here are super effective. The Lee Talkin Boilermaker, I almost forgot this one somehow. Top 3 favorite for me. I mean, if I had to pick 3 nighttime musky baits to throw all the time, it'd be the Hog Wobbler, the Jointed Shallow Raider, and this size 9 spinner bladed Lee Talkin Boilermaker. I actually caught a 23-inch largemouth one year on this bait, believe it or not, but I mean, all sorts of species hit musky baits at night, so it's always nice throwing a large lure. You never know what's going to hit. Hopefully this information helps. Let's get back to the video. Dude. There we go. That's a huge walleye. Came off in the net. Well, I guess I summed up the Northwoods Grand Slam here.
Good shit, dude. That's a hell of a
Oh my
walleye.
God. What the heck?
Good.
Wow. It's a big walleye.
That is.
Well, I just caught this giant walleye on Joe Booter Shallow Raider, a jointed model. After catching a muskie tonight, I think a bass on that same lure. But this is too big to keep. This is like 27.
That is a beauty, dude.
Get this big girl back in the water. Well, that's a Wisconsin Grand Slam. Got a muskie, got a pike, got a walleye, and got a bass. So throwing big baits.
Good job.
At night pays off with big fish sometimes. Well, it was a great fishing trip. Got myself 28-inch pike, but unfortunately Tyler wasn't able to hook up with a muskie, but that's muskie fishing. It's the hardest fish in the lake to catch. And I've already had to almost break my shoulder landing 2 of this guy's muskies. All right, everyone, Tyler just went home and I'm gonna get this pike filleted. If you want to see how I fillet a northern pike and learn the 5 fillet method, watch the next video linked in the description. Now let's have ourselves a little catch and cooked fish fry. All right, now we're gonna cook our northern pike fish fry. I just heated some vegetable oil, about 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch of vegetable oil in a big electric skillet. I like using the electric skillet because you can set the temp to 350 to 375. The perfect temperature to fry fish at and not burn them too much and undercook them. 350 degrees. We're using Shore Lunch Cajun breading, and I love the Shore Lunch Cajun breading. It's got a nice kick. It's not too hot or spicy, but it's got a nice kick and flavor to it. And it's a simple breading you buy at the store. You can buy the original, really good flavor too, but I like the Cajun a little bit better. And we're gonna fry these northern pike up and eat them for dinner now. If you guys want to test the oil to see if it's hot enough, take a drop of water, not too much, it'll explode, but 1 little drop. The grease is ready to get cooking. Got our pike soaking in the eggs and the milk, some Shore Lunch breading, and we're gonna get popping. So we got the grease popping now. I'm still bathing these northern pike fillets in some Shore Lunch Cajun breading, Cajun style. Like I said, I love this breading. Their original flavor is really good, but I like the Cajun breading a lot more personally. But if you're not a person who likes spice, I'm not sure you'd like this, but I don't think it's too hot. You just want to coat the fillets lightly, not too much. Sometimes I mix a little bit of panko breadcrumbs, panko Japanese breadcrumbs in with them. And if you crush the panko crumbs up into a fine powder, it really mixes well, gives it a little bit more crispiness, but you just want to lay your fillets evenly apart. Some of these are ready to flip, so we're about to flip them now. One northern pike using the 5 fillet method gave us all this meat. That was a 28-inch northern pike. Oop. You see that white flakiness to the meat already. But you want your fillets to be spread apart in the frying pan. Like I said, this is done. That's what they look like when they're done. I'm gonna get these flipped. It's hard to do this with one hand, holding the camera, but you guys see what I'm doing here. So look at all that meat. 120-inch northern pike using the 5 fillet method. I cut the fillets down into smaller pieces, but this is going to be delicious. Smells delicious. All right, these are done. A little overdone, but they're done, and I'm just draining these on some paper towels. This little Presto brand cooker right here is awesome. Ooh, look at that. Flaky. So I didn't overcook them. Perfect. But that Presto brand giant skillet right here, electric skillet, is awesome. You set it at 350 degrees and it just helps you cook your fish perfectly. And you can fit a lot of fish into one batch. If you're cooking for a large group of people or for 2 people, you want to get it done fast. A 1/2 inch of oil, 3/4 inch, works like a charm. Is northern pike good to eat? Does it look good to eat? Oh boy, I wonder, eating it my whole life. Mmm. Better than walleye. As good as perch, if not better than perch. It's better than perch. Well, I'm gonna scarf down this northern pike in these Arby curly fries. If you like this video, subscribe to my page, hit the like button. Try northern pike. Practice flaying them. Excellent, excellent fish to eat. Excellent fish to chase after. I mean, it's the water wolf. It's the fish that is in people's nightmares. Native Americans thought that if they swam in lakes and rivers, they would get eaten by these things. So did European settlers and Europeans across the sea. If you ever look up a European pike, they're bigger than most of the muskies, or they get bigger than most of the muskies that we catch here in North America. But northern pike live in Asia, North America, Europe, as far south as southern Italy. Like, these are tasty fish. A lot of people just don't want to take the time to flay them the right way, get the bones out. And no, I did not cook any muskies, because if you keep muskies and you eat them, especially nowadays, knowing that there's so many less muskies in the lake or the river. They should be trophy fish. You shouldn't keep them. In fact, treat them like little babies so we can all catch them and so they get bigger. There's plenty of pike, walleyes, panfish to eat. Just don't keep muskies. This was not a muskie catch and cook. Good luck fishing. Take care.